So today's topic is how to build real confidence. All right, this is going to be the real framework of confidence and how to build this unshakable confidence from the inside out. Okay, so what is real confidence? Real confidence isn't about likes. Confidence is about building self-respect. Okay, well, and every kept promise is a brick of confidence in a wall. So you're building it up. So every time you keep to your word and you say what you're going to do, your confidence goes higher. Okay. It's probably like at work that you're really good at your work. You're very confident at your work. And the reason why is because you stick to it. Okay. And so every time that you say something and you don't follow through, you're literally taking a brick out of your confidence. So I challenge you to just do one hard thing each and every day and go out of your comfort zone and just slightly, okay? And then that will help your confidence. And if you're going to do something, make sure that you do it. And so don't have something too challenging that you can't actually hit it. Keep it small and like micro steps first is the best way to go about this, okay? And you're not born with it, okay? You're not born with confidence. Confidence is like a muscle. It grows through reps and challenges, okay? Messy action beats overthinking every day of the week, okay? Massive action, massive action, massive action. And I remember when I was first starting off with my journey that no one was taking action. Everyone was overthinking, overanalyzing. And I was just like, well, I just knew if I took more action, they would learn and go again, that I was going to get ahead of them. Okay. And it's way better to do something at even 10%, in my opinion, than do nothing at all. Even if you don't do the very best job, I mean, make sure that it's it's okay. But it's better to do something okay than not doing anything at all. Because if you don't do anything, you just don't do anything. Do 10%. And the next time, be like, okay, well, that was 10%. I'm going to come back next time and do 15%, then 20%. And then you build from there. But if you never take the shot, you'll never get there. Okay. My football coach always said that, you can't win you can't win the raffle if you don't if you don't put your name in. And if you don't shoot, you don't score. Okay. So, and competence builds confidence. Skills come first, confidence flows. So you get good at something, you feel good, and then you want to repeat it. Okay. But waiting is just a trap. So with anything in life, when you first start something, you're going to be terrible at it, usually, most of the time. There are some genetic freaks out there, and they can get things really good and fast and easy, but then they'll have their own challenges later on, majority of the time. It's way better to, you know, start with a challenge and build from there. I remember when I wanted to play football as a young kid, I was probably genetically the worst football player ever. But I loved it so much and I just kept on playing, and I got better and I got better. And then eventually I became competent at it. And then I was able to play and enjoy it. But at first it was yeah, it wasn't pretty. That's for sure. So make sure you take a massive action and just start and build from there. So start doing, learn, improve, repeat. That's the success formula of life. Okay. So now another thing is stop outsourcing your worth. Okay. Impress yourself, impress yourself, not stranger. Like chasing validation kills confidence. Okay. Do things that align with your values. Okay. What feels good for you, and keep your word and respect your standards. Ask, would I respect this version of me? Okay. So, whatever your values are, If family's a value of yours, awesome. Okay, you need to, stick by that, which I know everybody on this call does, which is awesome. If it's health, well, then you need to really take care of your health. Otherwise, it's not going to feel great. It could be like freedom. So if you feel trapped somewhere, you need to change the feeling of being trapped. Okay. So, um, yeah, so ask yourself, yeah, but I respect this version of myself. And let go of old stories. I know we're talking about stories again. Um, yeah, I always talk about stories, and Karen, and when in her mindset work, she talks stories as well, because stories are so important, and it's about rewriting the stories. Limiting beliefs are often just old lies. I'm not good enough, right? Is an often one that we hear a lot. It's just a thought. You can choose a new narrative and choose one that actually supports you, okay? So get really clear on what beliefs that you want to live by. What are your beliefs? Okay? What is your beliefs and and again, what are the stories that you want to tell yourself? You can choose a story. And rejection equals growth, okay? Confidence requires risk. You won't build if you're scared of no. Bold actions grow confidence. Ask, post, pitch, speak, risk it. Put yourself out there, okay? And say no to people, because there's only so many yeses that we can give, okay? Only so many yeses that we can give. And when we say yes to something, we say to no to someone else, okay? All right? It's it's like, for example, it's not uncommon when I have busy professional ladies coming to double digit coaching, and usually they're in a caring role, for whatever that is, teacher, social worker, um, it could be nurse, healthcare worker. And a lot of the times they love their work so much that they put themselves on the back burner and they put their work first. And sometimes they forget about their own families. And because they're saying yes to all the time, they're being yes people. And then who suffers after that? It's you suffer and your family suffers. So, and that's the last thing that you want, right? So you need to be able to say no, 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 no. This is what's going to happen because I have to fill my cup up. I have to fill me up. I have to look after me. I need to do the work myself, because if I don't, I'm going to explode physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and it's going to blow up in my face. I need to make sure that I take care of myself, that I'm able to take care of my family better, and I'm able to take care of the people that I serve better. Okay. Um, Sweet. So, and speak your truth. Okay. Say what needs to be said. Confidence lives in truth. Truth is everything, right? And hiding to be liked just shrinks your soul. Okay. It shrinks it. And, and say things, say what you want to say, even that it's challenging, just say it anyways. Okay. And accept your fears. You don't need to eliminate fear. It's okay, and it's okay to be scared. Fear is a part of the journey, and confidence and being brave, which is attached to confidence, is acting with fear, not without it. Feel the fear, but do it anyways. When I started double digit coaching, it's probably one of the scariest things that I ever had to do, was leave my comfort zone of working in gyms to do double digit coaching. I was very scared to do this 5 years ago. But I said, enough's enough. And if I don't do this, I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life. So I had to be brave, and I had to put everything on the line to get this to work. Okay. And detach from negative thoughts. Your thoughts are not the truth. I'll fail. It's just a sentence. Okay. Just notice it. label it and move away. Like, does that thought actually serve me? No. Okay, let's change the story. Let's rewrite it. Okay. It's just that's just bullshit. It's just my subconscious trying to sabotage me, and I don't want to entertain that, okay? Now, values over goals. Live in alignment, and not with perfections. Goals are just outcomes, and values are direction, okay? So your goals need to align with your values, and confidence grows from doing what matters to you. And there's times where I've sacrificed my values to try and get to goals, and honestly, it blows up in your face, okay? Time and time again, okay? Live by your values and live how you want to live, um, and then everything will flow together, okay? And control what you can control. Own your behavior. You can't control others. You can't control um you can't control certain things in life, but you can control how you show up, how you react to things, and focus on habits, not just outcomes, okay? So here's something to help with confidence. So the core truth, confidence uh, equals self-respect. And the action steps are keep your promises to yourself. Confidence equals skills, which takes reps to train these skills. Um, yeah, and you have to start messy, okay? And then it becomes a lot easier. Confidence is emotional agility, accept fear, acts, and act anyways. Confidence, authenticity, speak your truth. Um, now, confidence, alignment, live by your values, confidence, approval, stop outsourcing your worth. Okay. So this is a good one. So what I'll do is I'll take a screenshot of this and send it into the group. Now, you don't need to feel ready. You just need to take the next alignment. Take the next step. Confidence isn't found, it's built. Okay. So just aim for those small steps each and every day and you'll get it.